Yo, has anybody noticed the Ring magazine rebrand? Like, I'm just randomly, I'm on my, I'm chilling. I scroll through my IG. Look, follow me on IG. If you found me on YouTube and you don't know, follow me on IG at Sleep Boogie Fights. I make content where I play and post fight night videos, playing it at the highest level every single day, multiple clips every single day. I play against viewers, you know what I mean? And then every once in a while, I stream over at twitch.tv/Sleep Boogie. And I got some more announcements coming soon. So go ahead and tap in. Go ahead and follow me at Sleep Boogie Fights. But I'm on my IG and I don't follow anybody back. But every time I turn around, I see the Ring magazine everywhere. They rebranded and they've been working with Turkey. They had their gala not too long ago, and like everybody came, and now Ring magazine has gone from basically irrelevant. You know what I mean? People, they cared about the belt, but that was just mostly people who wanted like all the belts, like Bud and all them wanted all the belts. They wanted to be a Ring magazine champion. There's technically no sanctioning body for it. It's just a magazine. And it represents you being, one of the top fighters in the game if you have the belt. You dig what I'm saying? So, but they've been going through a rebrand, and to be honest, it's been a W rebrand. Like, they're doing interviews. They're literally at the forefront of the sport all of a sudden. Like, I'm seeing everybody is fucking with Ring right now. And I wonder if it's because Turkey and the Ring are trying to work together to make, because, okay, I like Turkey Alice Sheik because he makes you have to man up. You dig what I'm saying? He makes you have to man up. And what I mean is, he puts on fights that upset promotional companies. They upset the sanctioning bodies because they have their favorites, and Turkey is basically calling out sanctioning bodies for their corruption, calling out the networks for their corruption by, he's doing interviews and he's basically saying, hey, I don't know why they don't put on these fights. I don't know why they don't do this or they don't do that, right? But overall, it's been fire for the sport. But I wonder if the Ring magazine and Turkey are basically working together to sidestep everything that we've known about boxing as like at least through the Floyd Mayweather era, to make it to where we're coming to a point where maybe it's a one belt era thing that he's looking to do. Now, I don't know. He could have already spoken on this. Me personally, I'm not all the way sure, but just from paying attention to like the fact that the Ring magazine is all of a sudden everywhere, and then they have, they're associated with all of these big fights. They're doing these interviews with all of these legends. It's almost like the Ring is like re-industry planning itself into the game from being irrelevant for a long time. Now, they did have some bad writers. Like, I remember there was I forgot who champ side called him Ponytail Man, but I forgot his name. But there were some bad writers and things like that. But look, everywhere you turn, the Ring magazine is everywhere. When they're just posting like all the most relevant posts possible. Now, 181 likes, not very much. 505. I don't think that they're trying to like they're buying promotion and stuff like that. They're actually actively just trying to like cultivate their fan base and use their followers to reach its max potential, which I can respect that. I like that, and their way that they're running it like it's like a overall boxing like mood board page or inspo page. You know what I mean? That's smart. You know what I mean? They're trying to get their market share the way that it should be, the way that the way it makes sense. But I feel as though now we may be seeing the game change to where we're turning towards, people are more incentivized to fuck with, Turkey and maybe even Ring, and maybe they will be able to take some of the importance out of the hands of the sanctioning bodies that exist as far as the politics and stuff like that. Because if people can get together for these big fights, and maybe the Ring belt is what people start fighting for, because that Turkey bag comes with it. You know what I mean? There could be some incentive to having that Ring belt now, and maybe then, if they have some sort of a bonus or some sort of incentive. I don't know what he's cooking up over there, but I know they got a lot of money over in Saudi. If they're able to cook that up to where people then decide, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go and start challenging for that Ring belt because I want that payday. You know what I mean? But you got to fight a real dog. You have to be in a dog fight for this belt. You know what I mean? Now, if you have this belt, you got to defend it, or you're getting stripped. You know they got some strict rules, but that bag is serious. Hey, we may see that. We may see a new era in boxing where everybody is worried about that one belt and the politics that come with the other belts. Cool, but the promoters are like, hey, look, man, we mess with y'all, Suleiman and all them. We mess with y'all, you know, IBF and all them. But if y'all can't get it, y'all weather together because y'all want 3% of this much just for us to have the belt and this and that. That's cool, but I'm about to go. You know, we about to go promote these ring belt fights. You know what I mean? We about to try to get our fighters involved to try to get that ring belt on our network or on our promotional company, so we can get other fighters over here fighting for that ring belt because that ring belt is bringing some serious bread. We're putting on big events, working with Turkey. Like, you see what I'm saying? How he could leverage that. Now, it's good because Turkey. The only thing that sucked was like if you looked at Turkey, like he never really had like a solid publication to push his words out through. He would just tweet and people will cover it, and he would just, you know, post fights on his YouTube channel that he put on and stuff. But now if he partners with the ring and uses it for pretty much as his voice for a hub for all boxing media when it comes to what's next as far as what Turkey El Sheikh says and, you know, what boxing is on, stuff like that, because they're covering the fuck out of the sport right now, and I've been noticing it, and it's been fire. uh this rebrand has been fire, and it didn't make sense for them to become so irrelevant after being on top of the game or being important and relevant for so long. So, you know, as of 11 weeks ago, they say now it's a new era for Ring Magazine. You know what I mean? I love it. They got a podcast, and they've been doing interviews. Like, it's been crazy work. So, you know, we'll see what this becomes as time goes on. We'll see what, you know, Turkey and Ring Magazine cook up, but they've been associating themselves with the Zone, Riyadh season, and it seems like that's the future. And I remember when everyone was saying, "Yeah, no one will ever fight on the app," blah blah blah. Now, just a few videos ago, I was telling you the art of building a fighter is changing because now, look, the networks are pulling out of the sport because people have been bullshitting. As far as, look, we're paying top rank promotions to have, or, you know, we're paying these fighters, we're signing these fighters and stuff, but they don't want to fight anyone, so we're not getting our money's worth. Look, the Zone, I won't lie, they did fumble a few times. They gave Canelo like a lot of money. They lost like $6 billion fucking with Canelo putting on his events. You know what I mean? They lost money. ESPN, they've been fed up with Teofimo Lopez. They let Terrence Crawford walk. They let Shakur Stevenson walk for whatever reason. You know, they let Devin Haney walk. You know, PBC, there's really nobody left because Errol Spence ain't even fighting anymore. Sean Porter, all them, they all out of the game, and they don't build fighters. Top Rank has all the prospects, but ESPN is separating itself from the sport. So now Top Rank has been fucking with the Zone and you know, Turkey and them as of late, and people now are going to have to start. I believe that fighters are going to have to start finding a way to broadcast their own events, be more active on social media, be more active on YouTube, maybe even start a Twitch channel for just their fights. I don't know what the future holds as far as building fighters goes, but I think that things are definitely in need of a change. And Turkey, he seems as though he wants to get everything centralized and regulated in the sport, so that way we can start seeing real fights. You know what I mean? And personally, I'm here for that, and I think that Ring Magazine is going to be the vessel for that, as far as, you know, the future, as far as the future goes. And it seems as though they're doing it organically, because if you look at the ratio for their likes and things like that, 400, 1,000, 235, like, they're posting a lot and they're not getting as much engagement, like, unless they post, you know, about fights, but they're just trying to cover the sport as much as they can, mash out as much as they can, and honestly, I respect it. It you know, it looks cool. I think that they could do a few things differently, but like things like this, to the Fatal Fury the promotion I've been seeing with Turkey and them, like, bro, there's been a lot of work going on, and it looks like, see, look, they're covering, they will meet in a Ring Magazine, IBF and WBA. So the Ring is trying to get involved with a lot of big fights, and you know, trying to help with being the voice of, you know, Riyadh season, and just helping get that centralization of the sport that boxing desperately needs. And, you know, once they figure out their lane, because they kind of are a bit all over the place, they just throwing out a lot of shit. Like, bro, you're posting Showbiz the adult. That's fucking random. You know what I mean? That's hella random. But you know, once they figure out what they want to do, and then we get to kind of see this stuff come to fruition, I'm excited. I wonder what it's looking like. But I've been seeing the ring everywhere, and I was just like, you know what? I know they rebranded, but this is kind of crazy. So me personally, I'm excited. We'll see what the future holds. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'm gone.